Now, on My TV 33, this is Focus on South Florida with Erica Sargent.
Good Sunday morning, everyone, and welcome to Focus on South Florida. Here we examine issues behind the pulse of our community and put them into perspective. I am CBS 4's Erica Sargent, and today is March 15th. That means tax day is exactly 1 month away, the deadline for when our 2014 income taxes must be filed with the IRS. And if you're like many people, including myself, you have not yet completed your return. There are also tax scams you need to be aware of. And did you know that you might be eligible for free tax help through the United Way's VITA program? Well, here with me in the studio this morning, Javier Diaz and Yanet Obario Sanchez. Javier is the VITA Collaborative Coordinator and a financial coach at the United Way Center for Financial Stability. And Yanet is the Senior Director of Public Relations with the United Way of Miami-Dade. Welcome both this morning. So great to have you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, so we have to start with what I'm sure catches so many people's attention, the free aspect of this tax season. And what resources, Javier, do you have through the programs at the United Way to actually help people with their taxes for free?
So definitely, as a partner with the United Way and the United Way Center for Financial Stability, Branches, once again, is the grantee for the IRS's VITA program, which is the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. Through that program, community partners help facilitate free tax preparation for our community members who generally make below $60,000.
Okay, and that really covers, you know, a lot of people in our community. Are they taking any of these resources into account when they're looking to file their taxes?
Well, absolutely. We're hoping that people do look at the VITA sites. We have 40 plus VITA sites throughout the county. However, only 1% of the population that can actually come and get their taxes done for free are actually coming out and getting their taxes done for free.
And why do you think that is, that people aren't really using these resources?
Well, we find a host of reasons. Some people say, oh, I never knew about this. Other people's like, well, my brother and sister use this so-and-so, and I want to go that route because they got the most refunds. And we always, you know, warn people about when, going to places, paying to get your taxes done, or paying people some extra money to, you know, do something on the side. They really have to be careful. So we tell them, if you qualify, it's a great service. Come on in. Our volunteers are all trained, and it's a perfect example of where you can get it done right.
And you can get it done right at a lot of locations, I understand. Through the VITA program, how many different spots across South Florida can people turn to?
Yes, there's over, like Annette said, over 40 sites across the county, from the north down all the way to Florida City. At our center in Florida City, you can get your taxes done for free again. For
free.
Yes.
All right, now let's turn to some of the scams that are out there. You were alluding to this with getting some money on the side, but Javier, tell us about what you're seeing and what people should really be aware of out there.
So one of the more frequent ones now are people receiving phone calls saying, hey, you owe money from the IRS, verify your social security number, and other information that they're trying to, pretty much a phishing phone call. Just like the phishing emails, they're pretty much putting calls out there trying to get you to give up your personal information so that they can steal your identity. So again, the IRS has said they will never call you about a refund.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
So you should never take, if you receive a call from the IRS, it's a bogus call, it's a scam.
A bogus call, and don't give out that personal information over the phone, for sure.
Absolutely not. And really for the elderly or people that English is not their first language, this is very important. It happened to me. I was called and I was told that the IRS was going to take me to court and a host of things for me to verify. And I was like, listen, you called me, why don't you send me a letter? And I hung up. And that's what I encourage everyone to do. The IRS will send you letters. We always talk about the IRS released the Dirty Dozen. So on the IRS website, you can find the Dirty Dozen. And it's about emails and phone calls and how people are taking your information and taking your children's social security numbers as well. So we really want you to be careful when people call you is, can you please verify this social security? I always ask back, can you verify it? You called me.
Right, good point there. And you were mentioning the children. Also, I've been hearing about them actually finding some way to actually get your tax refund. Are you coming across those scams as well, where there is access or some way, is it through your personal information possibly, but they're able to somehow get your refund instead of it coming to you?
Well, what happens generally with the children too is, aside from, we typically identify identity theft with the adults, but it happens with kids as well, because with the earned income tax credit, it's a credit that's out there for hardworking families who have children, and people take advantage of that. So not only are they stealing adults' identities, but they're also taking their kids' identities, whether it be they attained it from some kind of doctor's office or however the case may be that they attain the information. They'll take that and sell it to somebody else so that they can claim that child and receive the credit.
All right. Now, these are services you're offering right now, but I understand that you offer financial coaching all year long. So some of the resources, talk to us about those.
So through the United Way Center for Financial Stability that is run by Branches, which is Javier's team, we have two of them. We have one in Northwest Miami and we have one in Florida City. This is year-round. We help working families year-round organize their finances, learn what to do with their money, learn how to invest their money. Some people say, oh, I'm never going to invest. Why not? We really want to help families set a path to financial independence. And really it's, what do you have, how can you grow it, and how can you invest so that you have a comfortable nest egg when you're retiring?
And just to wrap up here, what's the best website for people to find out more information and be able to reach out to you? MiamiFinancialStability.org altogether. MiamiFinancialStability.org. Well, thank you both. And with 1 month away, there is still plenty of time for them to reach out and get your resources. So thank you for offering them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And still to come, potentially life-saving information for you or a loved one. What you need to know to help prevent one of the nation's more common types of cancer.